Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick and this has been a little bit of a tricky week in terms of the YouTubing thing. Only because maybe of my background previously with stress, which we'll come to in a minute. So first of all, a huge thank you to everyone who's brought positive comments to the channel. That gives me energy and helps me improve, and it really helps things to keep going, because sometimes being a one-man operation, it can get a little bit on top of you. Now when this channel first developed and been going for about 5 years now, since the reboot, the idea was it was to take the stress I had before, try and relieve it by playing retro games, sharing that with people, and then sharing memories, and people that are stressed or having a bad time in life as well could basically a forum. We could speak with each other and share things and help each other going forwards. That was the general idea. It's not supposed to take itself too seriously. The gameplays are never walkthroughs, and my gameplay is often quite bad because it's the first or second time I played the game. If we had to wait for me to get good at the game, it'd probably be there's only like one video a month, and that's no good for a regular channel that wants to improve. Now over the last few months we've been on this trial to see if we can lift it to a full-time basis. It's been going fairly well, though it's a little bit behind where I would ideally want it to make that dream come true, but we're making steady progress. Now what I've been finding difficult in the last week or so, possibly because the channel's got to a certain size now, is the amount of comments where people don't understand the channel. Most frustratingly, people I've already told about 2 or 3 times before about it not being a walkthrough channel. It's just a bit of fun, really, to ease stress. And I was like running out of ways I can tell the same people the same thing, but in different ways to try and get it across. Because you tell people, look, this isn't a detailed walkthrough, the gameplays won't be the best in the world, and they just don't listen. They want the channel to be something that they want rather than what it physically is, and I'm not gonna change things over 5 years. And I've been finding that a bit stressful, and it's got to me quite a bit. But now I've stepped away from it and looked at it, I'm only finding it this stressful because I get so involved with the comments section. I read everything. I answer about 99% of the comments, and over time I think it's put the channel in good stead because it's created forum, it's creating trust, and we sort of all semi know each other, or that's the way it feels. And most people generally do get it, although some comments from some people are pretty tiresome and they take energy away from me. Sometimes I think it's a little bit of a wind up. But I have been talking to other channels, and I'm not alone in this. Other channels get it as well. They say, look, it's not all about the gameplay, it's not all about detailed gameplay. These people that want that sort of thing should type in walkthroughs and that sort of thing, which generally won't have commentary on it, but it'd be more professional in terms of the gameplay that they're after. This isn't that, it's providing a service to ease stress essentially and have fun. Now, I've been talking to a few larger channels about this, and they find the same thing. And they said to me they don't really answer a lot of the comments on there. One of them said they don't even read the comments. Well, I don't really want to go to that extent, because I think reading the comments and answering creates a bit of activity, but it seems quite clear to me now that I don't need to answer absolutely everything, because that is driving me crazy. With a history of stress, I do sometimes take it a little bit to heart when I shouldn't do. Now that there's more people commenting, and we've got a more, would you say, cross-section of the public, a percentage of the public always aren't going to get it, or be a bit silly, or not watch the whole video and think this is bad gameplay, dump their bombs. Then someone else is going to agree with them who also hasn't watched the video, and you think, why am I actually bothering? So it's getting over that, really. Sometimes it gets so bad and you think, should I quit this? But I'm not going to quit it. It's just something that's happened. It's something that a channel has to go through. It's something that you would expect in the normal process. So, you know, building the channel from scratch from 0 subscribers, I've gone through a few barriers, a few bits of resistance. When my first stalker I had for a while, they disappeared, and there was a couple of others, their channels eventually got banned, and there's certain things you go through, and there's a certain bit where you got a large amount of comments going in to a point where there's always going to be people consistently that don't understand it. But you've got a core of good people, you lot, which you always will understand. And as I say, I thank you for positive comments I get, because that helps me. It's like energy, it's like fuel. So what I'm going to do, whether this is going to help or not, I'm not sure, but there's I've got this pinned tweet just detailing roughly what the prime directives of the channel are. I'll put it on the screen in a moment, but essentially going to say at the beginning of videos going forward, I'm going to experiment putting that up, see if it makes a blind bit of difference. It might do, it might not. So everything's going well. Sega Mega Drive game is still going up. Atari, thank you for people watching those. It seems to have got a new crowd coming in that enjoy those. So yeah, easing stress, and as I say, I don't need to take the comment sections too seriously. It's like a board for people to say what they want. It's free speech, people can say what they want, but I don't have to answer it. Quite often, because I've answered something, I'll get dragged into an argument or direction I could have avoided, and that's wasted a bit of time while someone argues a toss over something I didn't really care about in the first place. Particularly older videos where people complain what I'm doing and I can't really remember what I'm doing. I could have just let that lie. So I hope that's okay for you. Patreon's still going quite well. I always answer all the Patreon comments. That's a given really. So if you want to help me there, it's patreon.com. The 3-month trial, which was extended to try and do it full time, ends on about August the 12th, August the 13th. So we'll do an update, a video there. It's about what's going to happen. Yeah, it's a little bit in the balance, that one. So yeah, so keep watching the videos. Thank you for people that are commenting, in particular in a positive way, who understand it. Terrible gameplay, sharing memories, having a laugh. So thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and have a good week going forward. Hope to speak to you soon. So take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.